I mean, it's 24/7, but it's so much fun. You can't, you know, you've seen me walk in and say, hi, I'm Greg. I'm a call center addict, right? Um,
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's in your blood, and that's what got me into it. So I've been in the BPO space basically um, for since 2004, so almost 20 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about BPO work?
Um, my favorite part is that there are opportunities. Like if something goes wrong or if something changes, you've got clients who, have to either reduce their footprint or, change the direction that they're going in. There are rare times where, as long as you've got a solid sales team and, and reputation in place, where you have to then lay people off because as long as you get enough notice, you can switch to a different, client, different program, whatever it is. And that was always what I loved was, and would tell all my, as a site director, because I spent most of my time as a site director from 2004 to about 2015 instead of, when I did more VP stuff. But that's, my job was to make sure that I had a safe, fun, efficient place for people to work, but made sure that I kept them busy, regardless of the campaign. To keep the seats filled and keep people employed. So that really was my favorite part. Was we just had the ability to take care of our employees in a way that you could not do with like a Ticketmaster when you're consolidating spaces and in a
Mhm.
house call center setup. If things change, or if you decide to outsource, then you don't have that flexibility. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I've actually seen you do this, working with you. In the first 6 months that you when we worked together, I remember you just really just doing everything you could to not only get to know your people, in your entire site, mind you,
yeah,
but trying to find viable and important and purposeful work while they were waiting for something, or they were, going to launch something. And I think that was massive because you're following still with pretty much everybody who is at that site is still very much,
yeah,
how's Greg doing? Or you have a good relationship with them regardless of what role they had.
yeah,
Um, and which again is, why I wanted you, to do this with me, because I've always said that you were one of the best people leaders I'd ever worked with, because you were and are about the people.
yeah,
And I, was talking with another leader, and he said, good companies aren't good companies just because they're good companies. They're good companies because of the people that work there. And
exactly.
that determines whether, if the culture and the soul and all of that stuff is built because the people who are within it,
Yeah,
not necessarily just the name of it, or those types of things. So
yeah,
I think that's interesting.
yeah. I mean, honestly, that's a big part of, again, why I love this. Right? It's we have so many people on in certain sites. I've had anywhere from 200 people up to 5,000 people under me at any given time, and I want to learn everybody's name, and
Yeah, I love that.
make sure everyone feels, that I will make the time for them. I'm interested in what they're doing. I'll listen to them. If somebody comes up to me, I mean, you heard me say this, I'm sure, a million times too. I mean, my doors are often closed, back in the days when we were working in sites for conference calls. But
Yes.
if you knock on a door, I will absolutely make time, and, and then I'll just make sure that I am 100% there, no distractions and stuff. And it used to be kind of think, why does anybody care about talking to you? But then you run into somebody at the grocery store, and they're like,
Yeah.
introduce you, and they say, this is my boss's boss's boss.
Yeah.
and he knows my name, and you're talking to him and stuff, and it's just it's little things, and that's how it is in life too, right?
Hmm.
I'm finding that a lot now, just watching wait staff or even going into restaurants. I'll ask people's name and start using their name, and it's amazing how quickly all of a sudden you've got wait staff that's willing to go out of their way for you and stuff, and managers and everything. And
Yeah.
about being friendly and polite, and you know giving people attention. So